Hello, oily friends and family. It is Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. Just let me double check, make sure we're hunky dory on the Facebook world. Make sure everybody can see me and hear me. So grab your water, your favorite drink while I get this started. I look fantastic. Okay, let me switch over. Hi guys, welcome. Let's see, what are we doing today? Okay, yeah, simply editing your space. So that's super important to me because there are our environment we cannot control, so we can control the environment in our home, right? So that's what this is all about, how easy and simple it is to ditch and switch to plants. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But before we do, you know how I do. Grab your favorite beverage, water. I have a mix of water and tea with a little bit of lemon. Refreshing because lemon essential oil benefits the cells in our liver. There's lots of videos on that. Go do your research. So I'm not going to get into that, but I do want to share what I've got in the diffuser, because you might have gotten your hands on this beauty. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, you guys. Sorry. They always come up with the weirdest names. So what this awesome oil does is it cleanses and rejuvenates the skin. So I might be adding that to my ointment because I'm still dealing with a little bit left. It's starting to go away, actually. And no, the dermatologist hasn't gotten in touch with me, but that's a different story, you guys. Sorry, let me get back on topic. It cleanses household surfaces, so perfect for today's class because we're going to dive into that. So stay tuned. And it also keeps the skin looking healthy and reduces the appearance of blemishes. So if you were lucky to get your hands on this off-market essential oil, that's how you use it. And I've got it diffusing right now. So there's only two ways to use it, aromatically and topically. So grab your favorite essential oil. I've got my Madagascar vanilla because I'm going to be making blondies for my fundraiser next month. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to try those because it'll be my first time making them. I'm pretty excited. So I've got mine. I'm going to do a drop because who does not want to not smell like vanilla all day? So I've got my little drop in my hands. You know how we do. Oh, so warm and just, oh, it's like creamy. I feel like milk, white chocolate. That's what it smells like Hershey's white chocolate. It smells so good. All right, so I'm going to apply that on myself because I want to smell like a vanilla bean. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get right to, let me share my screen with you. Okay, and we'll get right into the presentation. I will be following a script just because I want to make sure I get some key points in there. I don't want to miss the information. Plus, I got to be compliant. FDA regulate, requires wellness advocates to comply. We can't say certain like kill bacteria or germs, or we can't say any, or viruses. We can't say any of that. FDA does not approve that. So I need to follow a script so I can be compliant and not get doTERRA in trouble, because I want doTERRA to stick around. Okay, there's not a whole lot of companies out there that are trying to make our household as toxic free as possible lately. I don't know if you've been watching, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. Bear with me. All right. So first I want to welcome everyone. I'm waiting for it to play. Here we go. I want to welcome everyone to the class on how to edit your space. It's not going to take a whole lot of product, I promise you. It's just going to be, you probably already have some in your house sitting right now, and I'm going to show you how to use it, okay? Okay, before I get into that, I want to share with you why this class is like, I got excited when I saw this class, especially the scripts, because doTERRA was formed in 2008, right? And that's when it was April, and that's when I found out I was pregnant with Ian. But doTERRA was not even a blip in my bubble, in my world. I was all like, I'm having a baby. And then it got me thinking, I need to start looking for natural products to clean my home with, because I don't want the extra chemicals in my home, because he's going to be exposed to all kinds of stuff when we go outside for walks. So, and he's starting to crawl and touch things, and babies are very messy. We have to constantly clean up after them, right? So I'm very mindful of what is going to be touching his skin, what he's going to be in contact with. And I have to tell you, there was not a whole lot of options out there, even though they all say natural, whatever, all natural. Most of it's not. So I just did the best I could with what was out there. And most of it was on the top shelf. And that's very hard for me as a almost barely 6 foot person, pregnant, trying to reach these not supposedly non-toxic cleaning products. So if I could get in a time machine, oh my God, I would. I'd jump ship, get on, land at HQ quarters and say, yeah, let me have membership number 2 because I'm having a baby and I totally get the power of these oils. So what happened, fast forward to 2017, Ian is now 6 or 7 years old and a terrible aim in the bathroom. And he kept missing the toilet. And I got tired of cleaning it up because it's disgusting. So I thought he's old enough, he should be able to clean his own toilet. So I got the traditional stuff I've been using since I was a kid, cleaning the bathrooms in my home. So that was one of my responsibilities every weekend, was to clean the bathrooms. And I use the same crap since then. And I noticed he and I were both coughing. And at the time I'm thinking, oh, it's, the fumes, it's irritating the lungs. I got to step away. What's actually happening is toxic chemicals are getting into the lungs and the body's like, you don't belong here. So I got to cough you out. So it's my body is in defense mode, coughing this non-toxic out. So my immune system, can, fight another day, right? So what I would do is I'd have Ian stand outside of the bathroom. I would hold my breath, spray down the toilet, jump out of the bathroom, catch my breath and say, okay, son, now it's your turn. Go in there and clean your toilet. 2017 rolls around and doTERRA comes into my life and I take the oil camp where I learned that On Guard, this bottle, this little 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil blends, protective blend, I could clean my house with. I'm like, what? Shut up. So I grabbed an empty bottle I think it had like a little bit of white vinegar in it, which doesn't do any harm when you're cleaning the bathroom. And I did, I think, 30 drops of this thing into the bottle, the rest with distilled water, and said, here you go, son. The bathroom's all yours. Clean your toilet. I leave the bathroom to go do something else. I come back. He not only cleaned his toilet, he cleaned the whole bathroom and it smelled amazing and everything was clean. No residue, no icky, nothing felt weird. You know what I mean? How some things you feel like you got to wipe it down again with a towel or another wipe or something. No extra work. And I was just like, that's it. I'm never, ever, 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 ever buying that stuff again. That was making me cough. So let's get into it. This is doTERRA's wellness pyramid. Okay. So everything starts with nutrition and digestion. That's the foundation. That's your gut. Because remember, 90% of serotonin, that feel-good chemical that most people can't produce enough of, it starts in your gut. So maybe focus on your gut, you guys. I've been focused on my gut big time. I'm doing the 30-day gut cleanse right now. And right now I'm in the part of taking the GX Assist. I know I'm getting off topic because we're talking about digestion. Movement and metabolism. So if you take any of these little sticks away, just think of them as a Jenga, like the game Jenga, where you take the little sticks away. If you would take any one of these away, everything would tumble, right? Except for your nutrition and digestion, because that's your foundation. You take that out, they all fall down. Like Erin sees this all the time as a physical therapist in home health. Like as soon as there's any gut issues, I mean, forget about it. You just, that's where you need to focus the most, guys. Show some love. So your body needs 6 things in order to feel whole every day: mind, body, and spirit. And that is carbohydrates, the good carbohydrates. My favorite is sourdough. That's been my go-to. And I don't get that crash. I don't feel like, oh, so tired. Definitely pair that with a protein. Those two have to go together, or your blood sugars will spike, and that's when you feel like woo, and then boom, and then burn out later. That protein balances that out. I learned that when I had gestational diabetes, and I completely forgot about that. And that's actually something you should be doing, whether you have diabetes or not. That's what the point I'm making there. Then you need your fats, good fats, avocado, olive oil, okay? Vegetable oil. I know a lot of people poo-poo that, but because of GMO. I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't want that genetically modified. There are brands out there that don't. And you can always turn to canola oil, even though some people poo-poo that and say that, well, Europe has banned that. Well, no, they haven't. They're producing it. So how can you ban something you're producing, right? So fats, all right, vitamins and minerals, because vitamins don't work without minerals. So you need both. And then, of course, water, because we're just plants with emotions. Okay. All right. So let's see. What else do we need? Moving on. All right. So doTERRA's is all about proactive and natural ways of addressing concerns. Temporary or artificial solutions are not enough. So what they did is they curated products to focus on your nutrition and digestion, on your movement and metabolism, stress and management, reduce toxicity, and inform self-care, and then, or whatever, I can't see what that says. My little box is in the way and I can't move it. Oops, oh well. Can I go back? Well, let me go back. Oh no, I messed it up. There it is, okay. So anyway, we're gonna focus on reduce toxicity in this class. We're mostly talking about what we're putting on our skin, what is touching our skin, like our clothes. If you think about that, a lot of those fragrances out there are chemically made from petroleum or coal tar, because it's the only source besides plants where you can make a fragrance. And that's touching our skin 24/7. Even when we get out of the shower when we're naked, we're putting a towel on us. And those things have like the most, especially if you use dryer sheets, stop it. I tell you, when I am in a home that uses any kind of dryer sheet or make your clothes smell good in the dryer, I have hot flashes every single time. And when I come home, I don't have them. So that tells me plenty there that I'm like exposed to toxins when that happens. So what is a toxin? Yeah, I keep talking about that, huh? A toxin is any substance that places undue stress on the body, okay? Toxins are hidden all around us. They stink into our cleaning products, our food, the air, and so much more. A toxin here and there might not seem like a big deal. After all, human bodies are designed to filter and remove toxins. That's what our liver is there for, and our kidneys. It starts with the mucous membranes in the nose, mouth, throat. Like if you ever feel that tickle in your throat, then all of a sudden you've got all this mucus. Even in your vagina, you'll build up some mucus, and in your gut as well. So those are meant to trap foreign particles. So inside your digestive tract, trillions of microorganisms called probiotics, which is good bacteria, maintain digestive efficiency and support your immune system response ability. Finally, the liver and the kidney identify and eliminate toxins from the blood, okay? So that's how that works. Toxic load. So you might be thinking, all right, what is the big deal? Are toxins really that bad? The problem in modern day is that we're constantly being exposed to them and being told that it's natural. Technically, yeah, it comes from the ground. Petroleum does. That is a natural resource, but that's not a natural resource we want inside of our bodies. They are known to cause damage to our cells, okay, which lead to inflammation that leads to 36 known diseases. Do your research and to find those 36 diseases. I can't name them here, okay? So toxic load is a term that describes the sum of toxins accumulated within your body and the burden they place on vital organs. The more toxins you're exposed to, the heavier toxin load becomes as they accumulate. If your toxic load becomes too heavy for your body, it can affect daily and long-term health. Toxins can also cause imbalances, have negative effects on wellness, and influence overall health. So it can cause hormonal imbalance, which I think is what's going on with me. I don't know. When it's functioning properly, your body is a toxic load minimizing machine. Some toxic exposure is inevitable. The goal is to keep your toxic load as light as possible, minimizing exposure to unnecessary toxins so your body can handle the burden. Like, for example, Teflon, which is known to have the PFCOs and the PFCAs, which are now forever chemicals. Thank you very much. This is what I'm talking about. We're trying to, now that we know, I got rid of all those pots and pans, by the way, that had any kind of uh, Teflon coating to it. And I always knew there was something fishy about those. I always felt it. I hated using them, but they worked better than anything that I used before. But I got rid of them because I got better at cooking with oil and temperature and all that stuff. So the food does never sticks to my pots and pans. All right. So, but you, let's say when your body is faster. Oh yeah. So you can control what you bring into your home. So just because you can't avoid every toxin out there, you can choose what you bring into your home. Okay. Okay, we talked about that. I think I went a little too, yeah, so we did that. Air quality. Now we're on track. All right, the average adult takes about 18,000 to 30,000 breaths a day. At least we should be. And there's apps out there if you're not taking enough breaths a day. We don't think twice about thousands of breaths we take each day that help us keep us alive. Without air, we are the earth we live on, which cease to exist. Not only is it essential to have access to the life-sustaining power of oxygen, but it's also extremely important to consider what kind of air you're breathing. Though you can't see it, the air around you is full of microscopic elements like pollen, pollutants, and toxins. So while you think the air in your home is cleaner and safer than the outside, this belief is not always true. Indoor air is often more toxic than outdoor air. I mean, think about all the ads you see about eliminating odors with all these sprays and cover-ups and everything, and they don't eliminate the odor. They really don't. All it does is it masks, it covers up the odor with their chemicals. That's how they just don't get rid of odor, guys, because you find that it comes back, right? Yeah, so fragrances only come from petroleum. I said that already. I'm not gonna repeat that. Okay, moving on. All right, so you don't have to get, yeah, you do get rid of your candles, but don't feel like you can never like have something smelling great in your home ever again. You can say goodbye to those air fresheners, the plug-ins, all that, and say hello to lovely scents of nature. Okay, the pure aromas of nature. So there's a QR code here if you want this ebook of your ultimate diffuser blend guide, 100 diffuser blend ideas. I might have to tag some friends on here because I know somebody just bought a diffuser and they're looking for ideas. There you go, my friends. QR code, pause it, screenshot it. There you go. So at the end of this class, I'll introduce to you an essential oil collection that could provide fresh aromas in your home. There's also a wonderful PDF. Okay, so that's the one. Okay. Hey, cleaning concerns. Do you have cleaning concerns? I hope I have your attention after sharing that little tidbit of my story. All right, just 7% of cleaning products adequately disclose their contents, according to the EWG, the Environmental Watch Group, which is paid for by the organic companies, the companies that are pushing organics. 53% of cleaning products are under review contain lung-harming ingredients. I mentioned that earlier in my class. Also, well-known carcinogens and like formaldehyde and chloroform were found in a number of cleaners. Yes, we all want cleaner home, but at what price, people? That love of making everything spicky span could be costing you more than you realize with your health and your kids and your family's health. It's no secret common household cleaning products are chock full of toxic ingredients, but lax label laws and misleading marketing can mean even non-toxic and green, because they're out there too, are laced with artificial hazardous materials. Yes. Okay. Let's be mindful. Read those labels, people. But we have an option. Yeah. So instead of these, you have the option of this. All these oils are great for cleaning. This is the Abode line. Okay. The Abode essential oil blend. and that's the essential oils in that blend that will do the same job as all of that on the left, yeah, left side of the screen. Because sometimes my brain will think the right one, but say the wrong one. This happens to Aaron all the time when he asks me for directions. Ask him. All right, here we go. So having a brilliant, clean home doesn't have to come at a cost of your health. The Abode line is pure from the clean, green, simple ingredients to sustainable packaging. Every aspect of Abode was created and meticulously and intentionally. It's premium in both quality and design, and best of all, Abode products are easily as effective as the products you'll find in supermarket shelves. Yes, this is what I use in my home. The dish soap, spick and span. I can't, like, it's just as good as Dawn, I swear. And I don't even like to name other brand because I haven't used Dawn in forever. And we use Palmolive at work, and I hate that stuff. It doesn't work very well. I'm not gonna lie. Like the grease, forget about it. It doesn't do anything to grease, and that's so frustrating. What can we talk about? Yeah. Oh, and it comes. So what I love about the dish soap, it comes in the aluminum bottle because doTERRA did their homework. They found that 97% of aluminum gets recycled, 97% more than plastic does. So that's why they went with that direction. So you just get the refill, pour it into the bottle, and then you can recycle the aluminum. The all-purpose cleaner comes in a concentrate in a glass bottle, again, recyclable. You just dump it in the spray bottle, fill the rest with distilled water or filtered water. And then you can, Abode in the dryer balls, put some oil on a couple of drops on the dryer balls and get rid of those dryer sheets. Because one, they're bad for the landfill. So let's kind of do our part because we cannot rely on the government and corporations to do anything. So we have to collectively do something ourselves. And doTERRA helps us do that with these products. Same with the foaming hand wash, comes in an aluminum. And then, of course, the laundry pods, it just doesn't take up much space in a truck, and they're not as heavy. If you were to use like boxes or some other kind of type of to transport them. So it doesn't use as much gas to transport these from warehouse to warehouse, which is nice because they're thinking about the environment too. And dishwasher pods, laundry pods, you throw those at the laundry pods, you throw at the bottom of your laundry, then the clothes, then you run it. And the dishwasher pods, I don't even put them in the tray because for some reason, my dishwasher doesn't work that way. So I just throw it in there and then turn it on and walk away. All right. So do-it-yourselfers out there. I know there's some of you out there. If you're looking for ideas, like say you've got some oils on the shelf and you're like, I don't know, can this be a cleaner? You can look it up. Download this ebook, and maybe the oil you have on your shelf that you're not using is probably one that you can use as a household cleaner, and you can make your own. Spray bottles, you can get them at doTERRA.com, or you can get the ones on Amazon, but those tend to break way quicker. At least the spray things do. I cannot find any good spray handles. I go through them like crazy, probably because I've got 2 kids and 3 pets. So we're spraying a lot in this house. Okay, so QR code, screenshot, and that's for you guys that like to do it yourself. Okay, there's lots of options out there. So the doTERRA difference, it's important to discuss essential oil purity. And essential oil purity is the most important characteristic. Purity affects safety, effectiveness, and potency. Absolutely. Unfortunately, the essential oil industry is littered with adulteration and contamination. Little regulation of the market exists. Pure essential oils are costly to produce, and unscrupulous suppliers and brokers may try to lower the cost of their products by adding other substances, adulterating the final product. A company might not even know the essential oil they're selling are adulterated because they don't have the means to pay that third-party lab or the resources, and they buy from a broker they trust, not realizing they're being duped because they don't have the resources to test these by third party to make sure there's no adulteration. They advertise their products are pure, when in truth, this is so not the case, because a lot of these oils have been tested third party. Like, for example, aromaplant.org did all the birches out there on the market. They tested them third party, and not one of them were anywhere near 100% pure birch, or some had no birch at all. So be mindful of that. And birch is coming in September. I still haven't got my birch, but I'm not hating. I will patiently wait until it is available, because I know it's going to be awesome. What else can I share here? Oh yeah, so doTERRA is committed to sourcing the best and helping the most. This means sourcing pure essential oils in sustainable, ethical, and responsible ways for individuals and communities worldwide, not just for the US. Taking care of people as well as the environment. They cut out middlemen, working instead directly with farmers and harvesters. They pay fair on-time wages and develop long-term partnerships. This is absolutely true. I believe 96, 98% of the farmers doTERRA works with exclusively work with doTERRA and not another essential oil company. Be mindful of that. This approach also means that they can monitor an essential oil's purity right from the start of the source. So they know what's in the ground, and they know what's going on that side of the planet. If you want to learn more about this topic, you go to source2you.com, or you can talk to me, send me a message or whatever, and we can chat about it next time we get together, okay? So when it comes to toxic load, it can feel overwhelming to achieve a toxic-free life. I know, I tried and I gave up, and then doTERRA came into my life. The truth is, you'll never be completely free of toxins. I know, we try, but we can't. However, you do have some control over your exposure, especially when it comes to what you bring into your home. Now that you know more about where toxins may be hiding in your everyday life, you're one step closer to lightening toxic loads, yours and your family's. You don't have to feel powerless or hopeless when it comes to your health. You don't have to live in fear of toxins. With the power of nature, you can take control of your life and health and enjoy a lighter toxic load. So there's 3 ways to do this. And the only way to truly change lives in future is by getting doTERRA essential oils into your home. So understanding what essential oils can do for you, let's discuss how to get these amazing solutions in your home. So there's 3 ways to buy. All right, retail is full price. If that's really good for chiropractors and hair salons and those kind of things, because they're selling those products at retail and they get the commission from that. That's not for you guys, my friends out there in the social media world verse. Okay. Wholesale is like the most popular. Everybody turns to that when they waive the $35 membership fee. That's no longer bye-bye. I don't even know why I bring it up, because that's not even a thing anymore. You just place your order 25% off out the gates, and you don't have to buy again. Or when you're ready to restock or come back, you have an account already. Just log into your account and then get 25% off the next time you order, and then anytime after that. And there's also perks and the loyalty reward if you choose to. If you see yourself shopping every month, get on a subscription, start a subscription. That's what I've done. It's so easy, and one less thing I have to feel like I have on my plate to do, right? Because it's all set and done. Below wholesale is the most popular because you get all the awesome oils in one collection or kits, and doTERRA reduces that price even more, so you're getting deeper discounts. So it's further below 25, you're getting even more discounts. So that's the smartest way to buy, I think, because that's how I did it. I didn't pay a $35 membership fee, and I don't want anybody else to do that either. So those are your 2 options that I highly recommend. I'm trying, where are we going? Oh dear, I think this plays, but I'm not sure. I thought this was like a video, but I'm not seeing it. Should take that out. Okay, this is the same. What is this one? Yeah, I think this was a same as the other screen. Sorry about that. I should have edited that before I did that. All right, so doTERRA is committed to sourcing the best and helping the most. A commitment known as co-impact sourcing is the reason why I even like signed up with doTERRA. I didn't even think I was going to be into the oils. I was just like, I want to align myself with companies that are not just like providing value to their customers all the time, but also giving back to communities and to supporting the farmers from the people that are actually doing the hard work here and growing, harvesting, distilling, and getting these oils over to us so we can test them and put them in a bottle and give them to you. So yeah, I had to get behind that. And this was it, co-impact sourcing. So it started in Haiti, bit of a resource there, and its optimum peak time to be harvested is at 18 months so that you get the chemical compound that you expect every time you use vetiver. And the farmers were like, hey, we can't support our families. It's not sustainable to get paid every 18 months. I mean, can you imagine getting paid every 18 months? No. And that would be just the fair market value of like harvesting it. So what they did is they agreed and created co-impact sourcing so that they pay the farmers fair market value to keep the plant in the ground. So they pay them to keep it in the ground. I think that's amazing. So anyway, that's co-impact sourcing, and that's why I signed up. All right. Okay, so finally, we come to doTERRA wellness advocates like myself. Those who share, teach about, hello, that's me, and shall sell doTERRA essential oils, including myself. I keep saying that, and me, and me, and me. doTERRA was extremely deliberate when choosing a direct selling model. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Essential oils are incredibly experimental, and most people find there's a learning curve when they're first getting started. Having someone personally introduce you and teach you how to use your essential oils is invaluable. You could say it's essential. I'm an essential worker. I'm an essential walker for Relay for Life. That's my team's name. And I'm an essential oiler. Wellness advocates should provide a robust, supportive customer service experience that's also warm and welcoming. We're real people, you guys, who can always serve as your first point of contact when you're learning how to use your products or need help. We're built-in partners and personal guides on your wellness journey. Believe me, I'm struggling with this doctor thing, and the dermatologist hasn't gotten in touch with me, and it's been 3 days, and I don't know. I have no way of getting back in touch with my doctor. I'd have to go through the little phone thing again. So I'll figure it out. That's not going to happen with me. There's no phone thing you have to go through where you're like, press 1 if you want to talk to this person, or press 2. No, you just get me. You don't have to go through a phone service to talk to me. Just a quick text. Not to poo-poo doctors because they're out there saving lives. It's just when we have minor things like this, it's like you can't catch a break. All right. All the ways to save. Okay. So would you like me to show you how to sign up and get your first membership for free? Yeah, free membership. Everybody loves free membership. So yeah, 25% off retail prices. So you get a discount there. Free shipping for 100 PV orders or more, plus. And a free gift. Your free gift is that Pebble diffuser. And you can earn doTERRA dollars with Refer a Friend. Yay! I love Refer a Friend. Okay. So I just showed you what you're gonna get. Yep. I did read this thing. It's just I kind of lose track of where I am on it. Okay, moving on. So if you're looking for an easy way to eliminate toxins from your home, I totally recommend this. I bought this kit myself because that's what I was trying to do. I didn't want to buy candles anymore. I didn't like them. People would give them to me and I wouldn't burn them because I don't like the smell of them anymore. I don't know. I just got accustomed to smelling essential oils now. Once you smell plant, you can't go back. You really can't. All right. So by caring about what's in your air, you're caring about your health and your family's health. In this collection, Includes 5 milliliter bottles of 10 popular doTERRA essential oils and blend. That would be peppermint, wild orange, on guard, northern escape. Talk about forest bathing. If you're not anywhere near the woods and you can't escape to the woods, get your forest, your northern escape. Citrus bloom, balance, adaptive, breathe, cheer, rah-rah-ree, kick them in the knee, a serenity, as well as the La Luz diffuser. This is the quietest diffuser I've ever owned in my entire life. Super duper quiet. I can't even tell that it's on. It's perfect for the bedroom because that stuff would like wake me up. So this can all be yours for $155. Okay, and a free membership. So this is below wholesale because a lot of these oils you cannot purchase at 5 milliliter size. So deeper discounts. Okay, moving on. The Abode product line, you could get all of this for $158. Let's see, what did it say here? I want to make sure I share everything with you. Talk about that. I'm trying to find my Abode line. Here we go. I know I should stop reading it and tell you what I'm reading. All right, so if you buy the entire Abode line, including the frosted glass dispensers, which you'll need, so it's just beautiful on anybody's counter. I don't care what your kitchen looks like. It could be in the 70s. It's still going to look great. Microfiber cloths, the dryer balls. It costs $247 at retail, but that drops to $185.75 at wholesale price. That's over $60 in savings, people. And by purchasing the whole Abode line, that membership fee is waived and it takes your savings to $86.91 because you don't have to pay that anymore. And of course, you can just pick the Abode lines you want and still receive for 25% off, no membership fee. As long as you order, as long as you order at least 150 PV, and I can help you calculate this, you'll also waive that membership fee because you bought a collection. So the following list of products can be used to calculate the savings mentioned above. You can, oh yeah, that's for me to say, like, I can help you pick, to equal the 150. So yeah, you can do the cleaner concentrate, the spray dispenser, laundry pods, hand wash, the hand foam wash dispenser, liquid dish soap dispenser, dishwash pods, the bubble up. Oh, I don't have one of those. I should get one. Microfiber cloths, dryer balls, and refreshing blend, all for $185. That's a steal. That is a steal because that should last you anywhere, a month to 6 months. It just depends how often you need to wash dishes and do your laundry, really. And yeah, and you just need one if you have a medium load, and two if you have a very large load. Okay, so that's the Abode line. It smells amazing too, and I can't tell you enough like how awesome it cleans his pots and pans. I'm telling you, I'm never going back to that other stuff at retail box stores. No. They don't care about my health. All right, loyalty rewards program. I talked about that just a little bit real quick earlier. This is the best way to get the most out of what doTERRA has to offer because they give out free oils, these off-market oils that you're just not going to get anywhere else. You can earn points while you shop every month. If you find yourself one of those monthly shoppers, you can earn points every month by doing so that you can use towards products. Plus, you got the refer a friend link that you can share with your friends and family or people that are into natural products like this and like to make their own natural products. This is perfect for them. You share your link, you get 20% commission of doTERRA dollars, not points, not LRP points. And yeah, you can use that towards your taxes, your renewal membership when you renew next year, $25. That's it. You use your doTERRA dollars, you never have to pay out of pocket for that. Yeah, and you'll be helping your friends at the same time. I mean, win-win for everyone. I don't care who you are. All right. Oh, and also I forgot to mention 10% off Oregano this month. That's the June promo. And every month there's a product that has a percentage off. So deeper discounts. Okay. So not just 25%, you could get 35% off on one product a month. So that's pretty impressive. That's freaking fantastic. I think. All right, there's three types of people that become doTERRA users. There's the customer that they, shop when they need to shop. They like the lifestyle of doTERRA. They find it's benefiting them, and they'll just keep returning. That's my bread and butter. I wish I had 100 of those. Sharers are the people that naturally can't help themselves. They're thinking of someone that could use this, that will help them, and they naturally share their products. And then the third person wants to make an impact and make an income, wants to, make their community feel whole every day. They want to change the world. They're just big doers. And I'm looking for three of those actively, three that are actively want to do it. So if you think you're a sharer or builder, please get in touch with me, because I want to help you make your needs and wants a reality, because everybody has something they need or want. And I want to help that. I want to help you to get there. Okay. We'll help each other. We'll help each other together. Lots of resources, my friends. Oh my goodness. Lots of resources here. We did that. You could go to YouTube channel. doTERRA has a YouTube channel. You can search videos. I have my own videos that are FDA compliant, as best of my ability. You can go over there too at Simple Abundant Life with Nick, capital SAL, lowercase w, capital N, lowercase IK. SAL with Nick. W Nick. All right. There's training on their website. Go to doterra.com. They're on Instagram, so they're always posting awesome tips and how to use your oils, especially these one-offs. They're pretty good at sharing that. And then if you're into podcasts, you got a long commute, you're on the train, heck, you're traveling somewhere, pop in the essential oil solutions and learn something new every day and get more use out of your oils, because I'm constantly learning something new with my oils and how to use them and when to use them and when I should be using them. All right. I don't have a space. All right. So yeah, I think that's the last one, you guys. Yes. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you're ready to ditch and switch, I am here for you guys. I am ready to help you make that transition. Now you're probably thinking, oh, I can't spend any more money. You're not spending more money. You're just switching from spending that money at Target, Walmart, Aldi's, wherever it is you're buying your cleaning products. You're just switching from that to doTERRA. So whatever you were spending over there, figure that out and then move over to doTERRA and buy the products there. That's all I did, because I could easily spend $200 at Target a month because I needed toilet bowl cleaner. So now I just buy everything doTERRA. my supplements, because gut health, I'm working on that right now. And what else? Oh, my home. I'm just trying to keep the toxins away from my home, because my hormones are just wiggity whack right now, because I'm in my late 40s. I'll be 50 next year, people. So give me a break. I'm trying to do better for my body, because the first 35 years was not too kind to her. Yeah. All right. So anyway, when you know better, you do better. You guys enjoy the rest of your summer. I will be back in July with 2 classes. Got oils now, because people are still, getting new oils into their home and they don't know how to use them. And I want to make sure you know how to use them properly, safely, and effectively, and stretch those dollars, because that's the whole point of that class. And then another, simply do some, I think it's a reset, restore, maybe. I don't know. I have to look at my class. I'll post it next week. I'll post July's class schedule. So just 2 classes next month. August, I'm not too sure. I haven't looked that far ahead. But yeah, and then September, new products. I'll be at convention. If you're thinking about convention, you still have time. Tickets are still available June 30th until June 30th. So get on it if you want to go. We'll figure out sleeping arrangements because I don't have a hotel either, but I'll figure that out later when I get closer. And then I'm going to use my points from Southwest to get a free flight. Okay. Dude, I will find a way to make this a cheap flight, a cheap trip so I can get all the oils home and try them and share them with you guys. Okay. Love you guys. See you in July. Until then, be well. Bye, guys.